Welcome back to the series of lecture video on placement preparation tips and resources. In the previous session, I have discussed about placement procedure. Now, I will be discussing about the various resources that you need to refer in order to master in all these procedures or the rounds that we have discussed. Now, moving to the first round, aptitude round. In this, I have mentioned there are majorly three different sectors: quantitative, verbal ability, and logical reasoning. Which quantitative aptitude majorly focus on number system, time and work, permutation and combination, probability, time, speed and distance, percentage ratios. These are the different concepts that will be referred, and based on that the problems will be asked. There are different ways to solve all these, and there are different formulas you can use and some of the shortcuts that you can refer to solve any of these kinds of problems. And second category is verbal ability. Here the major communication skills are evaluated, which is the different sectors here are reading comprehension, para jumbles, sentence correction, synonym, antonyms, para completion. All these are the different topics. From this, the questions will be, any kind of the questions will be asked. And one more is a logical reasoning. Here, the major thinking capacity will come into picture. Here, the major kind of questions that will be considered as logical reasoning sections are series completion. They will be beginning with some set of series and you need to complete the rest of the series. Seating arrangement, blood relationship, directions, coding and decoding. These are the different three categories that we refer as a aptitude. And the questions will be asked from any of these concepts, and you should be thoroughly understood these topics and well practiced with the problems that will be covered from these kinds of topics. Moving to the way what is evaluated in the Apti round. First thing, here we need to gather the opinion. That is nothing but depending on the different companies, this Apti round will be varying. Some will be focused more on the quantitative aptitudes, and some placement companies will be focused more on reasoning. Some may not opt this logical reasoning. So there are different ways of or the ratios that they opt to conduct this aptitude round. So first, groundwork is required to gather the opinion when you attend any of the placement track. Which kind of questions are mostly asked? What are the topics that will be touched more by this particular company? Like that, you will get these kind of information from various resources. Please gather those information before you attend that placement track. And definitely, there is no shortcut for success. Practice is must. We cannot just read out the question and select one option which is provided. Our luck will not be judged each time. So here we have to be very quickly able to analyze the question and solve it and find the required answer, which can be possible only by practice. And here one more very much required is work on mock test. This will help to speed up the process of solving. That is, soon after you find the question, if you are well clear about the solution, and the time required to solve that is also matters. There will be maximum 120 minutes provided to complete the first round. So you should be very quick enough to solve any given problem. That can be practiced and well versed by attending the mock test which is available online. And here the last one more point that we should be careful is take the feedback seriously. That is, like after finishing the first round, that is Apti round, and suppose if you have not getting with that, then introspect yourself which are the questions where you felt difficulties and which you went wrong, or if any suggestions or feedback is given from the placement, then group, then collect it and work on those and make it better for the next. These are the major things that you can work on before you begin with this Apti round. Next, the different resources that you can refer to prepare for this aptitude round. First and foremost is a IndiaBits. It is a very well-known platform where the website is very user-friendly and all the details are very clearly mentioned with the different section headings, and you can choose the concept that you want to work on, and you can go through the different set of questions and find the solutions or discuss and be ready with those topics. And here list of important formulas and theories behind that concept, everything is listed in detail. This is a one very much user-friendly website. Only thing is sometimes when you start taking up the exams or online tests, there will be a lot of advertisement that will be popping up. Apart from that, this is the best site that you can opt all the time. And one more is APTITUDE. Here the lot of articles will be provided by the experts, like the way how the recruitment process will be, the experience will be shared, and here the topic wise like data interpretation, logical reasoning, GK or topic based test will also be there, and the questions based on the levels, understanding level, all those will be available, and most of the articles which are posted here are good. You can refer all those and get ready with this Apti questions. And one more is Lofio. Here questions are very neatly segregated based on the difficulty level, and topics as well. The answers will be provided with the solutions and simple tricks that it is opted there. Here also the ads will be coming, but please ignore that and try to take the mock test which is available in this platform as well. And one more is Cholera Panda. That is here one different features compared to other three. Here are they are providing some scholars, in the sense if you have finished that test, they will be providing some prize or amount as a gratitude, or as a prize amount they will be providing, and the questions asked here are comparatively unique than if compared to other websites. Even you can refer this here, the appreciation amount will be considered so that you will get much more interest to solve the next Apti questions. Next, Phase Prepare. This is very good sites. Here all the topics are discussed well in depth, starting from the interview till GD, and placement papers are discussed, and company specific patterns are mentioned, and here the doubts can also be discussed with the fellow mates, and shortcut videos are provided, and some of the preparation strategies are mentioned, and here it is very good site with a lot of documentary requirements like notes, all those available to prepare in a very quick span of time, and lecture videos are really good. And next one, Yum4 Maths. This is one major platform if you are very good at maths, or if you are maths lovers. This is the platform where you can solve a series kinds of question and find the solution for the given question in different ways or the approaches. Next, TestPod. This is also similar to all these. Here major thing is you will be allowed to take the company specific test for a particular time that you are opting. So you can introspect yourself or get to know which are the topics in which you are lacking, and then you can find the solutions to that, and you can overcome those mistakes that you did. And one more is a Sawal. Here n number of questions will be posted. For that you need to find the solutions, and you can compare the solutions that it is given with the peers, and you can keep discuss with the solutions what you have opted and how good with the others. These are the few tips, the major tips that I would like to give with respect to aptitude round. Please go through these websites and get fixed with one particular concept at a time. Get thorough with that, and then make a note of all those that you have studied as per your notes time, and then you can take a test which is available online, and then evaluate yourself the way how much you have understood. This is one major thing that you need to do after finishing the any topic from referring these different web resources. Next one is a group discussion. I have discussed regarding this group discussion in much more detailed manner. What are the ways how we can do this group discussion, and the major pros and cons, and what to do, what not to do, everything is discussed. Here one thing is why this group discussion is conducted is to evaluate the clarity of thought. That is, we are telling some thoughts to a other person. Here first thing is who is your audience, and what is the problem you are discussing, what is the language that you are communicating in, who benefits from the solution, and how does yours impact them, what are the salient points that everyone else are erasing. All these will come into picture, and then based on that the evaluation will be done. And here the major thing to master in group discussion, one thing is be aware about the current things. Second one, be master in communication skill. These are the core two tips that you should be thorough with to get cleared with the group discussion. And the various sites that I referred in the later session will also give the complete details about the group discussion. And next comes very crucial part, that is a interview. The first two rounds are over. Next come into picture is either a technical round or it may be HR round. Coming to here, the interviews might be done in three different ways. Either it may be a panel interview, or it may be technical interview, or it may be HR interview. In the panel interview, it is a set of people will be there, and then the candidate need to address with the questions that are asked by all those panel people. Here, first thing, you have to think about the clarity of thoughts. That is the way how you will be approaching to the question it is asked, and how well you will be answering to the given question. And the first and foremost thing that you need to do is interview preparation tips. You should be well prepared with the very basic questions, and the body language that you need to follow, and the some major mistakes that will be done, it need to be overcome, and you have to be thorough with the basics. And one more, here you should be thorough with judging the different kind of people who are seated in front of you. That is because it is a panel. Here there won't be only one person, so here you should be very careful about body language and non-verbal cues that you do, and inadequate communication skills and personal presentation. All these needed to be handled in a very careful manner. Next comes is a technical round. There is like normally it says technical round will be running for hours and hours together. Yes, it is completely dependent on the candidate. It may wind up within 5 minutes, or which may end up in 5 hours. Here, in order to be a master in technical round, first thing is you should be master in technical aspects. What is that technical aspect? You should not be the best in all the subjects or in all the languages. At least the subject you choose and the languages you choose will be like, you should be sufficient to or capable to answer the questions which are asked in those. For that, the first and foremost thing is background research is must. That is, you should be well known about the technologies in the current affairs, and then current technical skills that it is expected by the company. And first and foremost thing which will help to be a master in this is practicing coding challenges. There are a lot of websites which are available to provide this online contest that I will be discussing next. If you are from software background or into software background, then you cannot run out of this coding. You should be the master, or at least do practice and get ready with the programming or coding contest. Prepare interviews strengths, like some of the subjects in which you are well thorough with, get ready with the major topics under that subject. And same way, with those basic topics, you should be ready to answer any kind of the question. Along with that, get ready with the programming language. At least be master in one programming language, and you should be thorough to solve any given question in that programming language. And in technical round, if you are from CS or IS background, then data structure and algorithm are the two major subjects that will be ruling this field. So we should be well clear with these two basics. Next, coming to the various platforms or websites or resources that you can refer for technical rounds. First and foremost is a HackerRun. This is a like online contest which will be provided, coding contest will be provided. You need to register here, and then there will be a number of questions will be posted, and you can solve all those questions by choosing any of the programming languages online. And most of the currently running placement drives questions are based on HackerRun and HackerRank. All the questions are asked in different levels. You can choose which level you can start with. You may start from the beginning, and then you can change the range of the level of answering the question. Next, HackerRank and HackerRun will remain almost same, with some basic changes in the features. Here also, in this HackerRank also, the challenges of different domains will be given based on algorithm, mathematics, or it may be SQL, or it may be AI, and you have to choose the first which domain, and then you have to opt the programming language, and then you have to code it, and then based on the optimality and the different evaluation criteria, your code will be evaluated and graded. So here, what is the benefit of being a part of these contests? Please know, this is a major tip. If you are a part of these coding contests, and if you are ranked with anything, then with the good ranks you can add it into your resume. That is like these are plus add-on features to your resume, which will give a much more weightage. You have cleared this level, and I have cleared this contest like that. You can add it to the resume. And next one is a Code Chef. It is a majorly India-based competitive programming website that provides hundreds of challenges, and you are able to write the code in the editor which they are providing, online editor, and view the collection of challenges that are separated into different categories. Depending on the skill, you can choose any of that and you can solve. And here also there is a large community of coders will be available, and you can discuss in the forum and write some of the codes and ask for some explanation as well. And here Code Chef competition is also held, and you can be a part of that. And one more is a top coder. This is also resembles to these three what I have discussed. And one more coder byte, which is also related to the same. The different languages are here. It will be projected. You can choose the corresponding language. And one more is company specific question is also asked in these two websites. You can opt that and you can solve it. And one more is a project ruler. Here some small modules of the projects are given with a problem statement. You have to choose that and you have to give the best optimal solution for the given question. And code with the good complexity will be chosen, and you can discuss the way the solution is approached with the peers or with the leaders over there. And next, lead code. This is also similar kind of platform, online judge that provides more than 190 plus challenges that can help you to prepare for any of the technical or interview jobs. And here you will be a part of directly online test that will be conducted. And next one is coding game. Here it is slightly different from the other website that I have listed here. Instead of simply solving the coding challenges in the editor, here you can actually take part in writing the code for games that you play directly online. They will provide the list of games currently offered, and then an example they will be providing the way you need to get the output, expected output, and the test cases, and the editor will be provided where you can choose the required language to solve it. And next, which is very well familiar, Geeks for Geeks. It is very user friendly, and there is a solution for most of the software kind of questions as well as the different programming languages. There is a very good solved examples and explanations are available under this Geeks for Geeks, and they are running separate placement 100 kind of some minimal charges they are giving with separate placement training course also running under this. There you can get the complete details about the different company specific, as well as then there will be a live lecture videos available, and you can go for asking assistance. Those kind of features are also available under this. And the next one more is a well-known platform that we refer it as a GitHub. Is a world's largest leading software development platform, and also the largest open source community. It is well known nowadays, and one of the most important tools for developing developers. Majorly it is used by and engineers. And here the major thing is a lot of open source softwares are available and platforms is available. Along with that, there are different kinds of programming languages. Books are also available. This you can refer it online, and also as a beginner it is easy to access and start with the scratch to study any of the programming language. And one more, it is well-known Code Academy. This is also very good website. Offers specialized online coding courses are provided, and here you can opt the which coding subject you want to opt, programming subject, language, and then you can practice those problems based on those. And one more well-known website for referring to website, that is W3 schools. Here majorly starting from HTML to the complex website designing programming languages are discussed in a very simple and with very user-friendly manner. These are the major different set of platforms or the websites that you can refer to be a master in technical round. And here one thing that I give it as a tips is just you cannot read these questions that are posted. Only thing you can be a master in coding is just by practicing. You should practice on daily basis, and the way how you are solving the given question and the approach that you are opting and the languages you are good at and how good you are applying the languages. These are the things that need to be evaluated with. And next comes is a HR interview. Under this description of this video, I will be giving the links to all these sites. You can refer it at any point of time and get thorough with coding. Next is a HR interview. Your background research is mandatory thing before you are attending this HR interview. Like if you are attending any particular company, please have a at least background knowledge about that company, what that company is, how it is, what is established, what is the different products that they launch. So those kinds of basic knowledge should be there. And next, preparing for common interview questions, getting ready with the basic questions so that the kind of mistakes that you do can be reduced. Please be ready with the basic questions that will be repeatedly asked in the interview. I will be doing a separate session based on how to face the interview in the upcoming days. And keep the things in a very systematic order. That is, your resume or your documents or your marks card, everything should be ready when you attend this HR interview. And to refer this interview rounds, you can refer these following websites. That is, first one is Placement Season. Here you can get a lot of company specific papers. That is, the way the questions are asked, you can take those papers and start solving so that you will be thorough with that particular kind of questions, and you can get through with the experience that the different candidates who are posting after that placement under those companies. And Placement Ready is also full-fledged platform where you will be getting the different resources and the lecture videos and some of the experience shared by the fellow candidates that they will be, along with the resources they will be giving. And next one more is Interview Bit. Here the major tips are given and with respect to interviews, as well as the basic questions that will be asked in the interviews and the way how you need to approach with the answers for those. And similar to that, there is one more lead code. Here also the basic questions which are asked in the interview and the body language you need to follow and how you need to be good at impressing, those kind of tips are provided. And Career Cup, which also remains the same with respect to interview rounds. And Condoria, here also the different ways the questions can be twisted and asked and how smartly you can answer for those kind will be given with use cases which will help you to understand in a better manner. And Hit Bullseyes, which also similar to that, where you could see the company specific placement test will be provided. Along with that, the feedback will also be provided with the discussion forum. And next one, Endover. Here also similar offers a top campus placement training through pre-placement talks, written test and group discussion, technical and formal interviews are also conducted. And these are the different resources that you can opt, which is available online, free of cost, most of them, and you can get ready with those skills which are most required to face any of the interviews when you reach to your final year. And so as a final few points, what are the students can do to beat the gloom in the job market? What are the special features that you can adapt to stand as a special in the bunch of student list? First thing, you need to be skilled with the subject of qualification. The subjects you should be in master with, whichever the subjects that you are under studying currently. Like computer science means all the basic subjects you should be thorough with, and you should be having enough knowledge with respect to that. And take up freelance assignments. There is a lot of assignments which is available online, and there will be some sort of websites you can design with as a freelancer, and then you can showcase those works in your resume. That will be having some weightage. And remote works can also be done through websites to connect with the prospective employers, so that you can work with some of the current ongoing projects and get that how that these technologies are being applied in the real time. And this is mandatory to get the knowledge about this IT sector. This play an important role, starting from the requirement collection till the project submission. Everything will be summed up, and you will get the real-time experience by following it up with the internship. And now video has made this as a mandatory, and you should take it a bit seriously and take a good internship in any of the companies. And for that also you can apply for that, and you can get in with that. And learn any foreign language. You can learn any new things. It will be a good add-on to your resume. And if you are good at studying, if you are interested with studying any new languages, you can try for foreign languages, which will be having some weightage in your resume. And you can apply for any number of companies, and you can opt the best possible companies which suits for your current requirements. And some of the final steps that I do, tips that I say, or the steps that you need to follow when you start preparing for your placement is start preparing on daily basis. First and foremost, at least weekly once, the topics that you have already covered or currently that you are studying, please get brushing up with those topics. And take some mock test online on regular basis, which will help you to solve any given question in a very quick manner. And second thing, this is with respect to aptitude. Coming to the technical, be sound enough in core subjects, and be thorough with those topics, and opt any one of the at least programming language, and be good at that to apply that programming language to solve any given real-time problems. And thirdly, after mastering in those two sectors, get prepared with the interview skills that you need to opt when you face the final round. And in the upcoming session, I will be discussing in detail about how to prepare resume and getting ready with the basic interview questions. Along with this, I will be discussing some of the ways how you can upgrade your resumes. Some of the online courses which is available with respect to that, I will give the detailed information in the upcoming sessions. So these are the different tips that I have discussed. These are the links that I will be adding in the description below. Please refer it when